You caught me just sampling while I was waiting there. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Mark Allen, and this is Mark Allen Cooks Your Dinner. We're doing some different things on this episode, and we're going to be improving as we go along. We hope that you enjoy it. Please share this link, share this with your friends, your family. This is all about cooking. It's about trying something new and different. We're going to make an Italian tasty soup today that's easy to make. Did you know that soups are very, very easy? Basically, you throw everything into a pot, there's a little broth, maybe some water, and what happens? You have soup. We're going to do that. We're going to show you how to do it, cut some things up, and we're going to begin that in just a couple of moments. First, I want to talk about this particular wine. It's Common Phenomena wine, and they have some really interesting notes on the back, but not about wine, just about life. And this is a wine from Lodi, California. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. I opened it a couple of hours ago because the notes that I did find, and it's hard to find, by the way, it's about a $20 to $22 bottle of wine. What is really fascinating to me is that this particular wine is hard to find, and we got it in a wine club for about 10 bucks. All right, I'm going to pour 2 glasses. Glass number 1 for my beautiful wife and assistant. Can you reach that, dear? And I'm going to pour one for me. I'm going to take my water glass. Salud. Salud. Okay. Now that I'm back over here, I want to talk about Wild Planet. This is a sustainable fish product. They have tuna, they have mackerel, they have anchovies. I haven't tried the anchovies yet, white anchovies, and this is one of my favorite things in the world to eat. We're going to be doing a recipe on that in a couple of weeks. A few weeks ago, we did the stinky sandwich, and I've already made an improvement to it using some horseradish in the mayo. So we'll maybe do that again too. All right, I didn't drink my wine. Salud.
Servette says cheers to both of you.
Ah,
And
thank you.
somebody is saying pour one for me, please. Oh, it's Jen.
Oh, you got it, Jen. Thank you very much. One of the interesting things that that I'm doing with this wine is that it's a bold wine, but it doesn't have a lot of tannin to me. There's some berry in there. It's a really nice, robust wine. It's not the heaviest cab I've ever had. It's got a great nose too. Well, we'll come back to the wine soon. I just have to tell you what it says on the label. One of the things it says is nothing is simple. And putting this show together today is an example of that. Nothing is simple. All right, let me talk about a couple of things before we start our cooking. I wanted to say hello to Rabbi Moshe Brisky. He has come down with corona. Prayers to you, healing to you, Rabbi Brisky, and that would be get well soon. And everybody stay safe. All the groceries today that we picked up were picked up. I didn't go into the market. I got everything. Ordered yesterday, picked it up, and here we are. Couple of things. Why am I doing? I'm sorry?
Turn the wine for that camera.
Oh, put it here?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. This is very casual, a very casual program, so that it's okay. Here we go. One of the interesting things that I've always loved is food. And food is something that you can bind and bond together. And that's what we're trying to do here. We'll be talking about Growing Old Sucks, our book that Servet Hassan and I wrote, and we'd like you to take a look at that. If you haven't already, you go to Amazon.com and you can pick it up now for 99 cents for a Kindle version, $7.95 for a soft cover, and I'll be showing you the book in a little bit. All right, let's talk about what we're making today. We're going to make Mark's Italian easy soup, or easy Italian soup, and that would be something that is really simple to make, and we're going to start right now. I keep inventing this as I'm making it. Somebody asked me what was in it last night, and Jenny, I'm sorry, I've added a couple of ingredients if you are watching. Jenny also said to me, because she watched yesterday as we were rehearsing today's show, that I need a haircut. I also need a pedicure. And I just thought I would mention that. I do need both. In coming weeks, we have some really interesting things to do. We're going to do some Vietnamese food, and we're going to be making some pancakes from beets, and another pancake from carrots, and another one from blueberries. So we'll be doing that in the next couple of weeks. And Carol will be tasting each and every one of those and loving it, I'm sure. All right, let's take a look at what we're going to make. We're going to make this Italian soup. Now, I like bold flavors, okay? So keep that in mind. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk back over here, and magically, you're going to watch me pour some organic olive oil into the bottom of this pan. And I don't know, there's about a quarter of a cup of olive oil in there, okay? And once that heats up, you can come back over here and look at this, folks. Is this not magic? This is fresh garlic, okay? Yeah, good. And this is fresh garlic. It's about 6 cloves. Now, if you don't like a lot of garlic, cut it down. By the way, I'm going to be making this vegan, kosher, halal, healthy, except if you want, you can use, instead of vegetable broth, which is what I'm going to use, you can use beef broth or chicken broth. At the end, I'm going to use some Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese on top. You don't need to have the Parmesan cheese, or there are Parmesan cheese made out of cashew and other nuts, and you can try that as well. All right, that should be hot enough. Let's see if it is. Maybe another second. So before we put the garlic in, these are celery leaves, and I love celery leaves. I think they have a lot of color. Okay, so I've chopped that up, and while I'm chopping that, I'm going to chop up some celery. This is about 2 sticks of celery, 2 stalks, and I'm chopping it coarsely. It doesn't have to be super fine. Somebody asked me if this is like a minestrone, and I would say yes, but it's probably not a traditional minestrone. So we have that, and that'll be ready. We're going to move over here, take my trusty spoon, and I'm going to put this in here. And you can see that sizzling. Turn it down just a little bit. It already smells great. There's the thing about, chocolate every day. If you have chocolate every day, you have a happy life. I love chocolate. I'm not sure which I love more, garlic or chocolate. I like them both. Not necessarily together. Red wine and chocolate, red wine and vinegar and garlic works, but not chocolate and garlic. I don't think I would like that. Okay, that's browned up nicely. We have over here about a very large onion. I keep my onions, whoa, I keep my onions in the refrigerator. And I do that on purpose. I do that because when you cut them up, they're not as strong. I also recommend getting sweet onions. Sweet onions taste better to me. You can almost eat them as an apple if they're really good. Okay. Once the onions are translucent, we'll be ready to go. In the meantime, I'm going to take the celery. I don't know why I almost said cucumber. And I'll put that in. And I'll mix that in with the garlic, the onions, and the olive oil. Now, I'm using almost everything today organic. If you don't like organic or believe in organic, that's fine. And again, you can put whatever you want into this soup. I've got over here, I have some pasta, I have lentils, I have garbanzo beans, and I have some tomato paste. And you can use whatever you want into this soup. Okay, we're almost ready. You watch that for a second. Oh, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cannella beans, okay? I rinse my beans first and I put them back in the can so I could show you. These are organic from Bond's, Safeway, and Albertsons. I also have a can of green beans. That's going into the mixture and stir it around. Because it's just Carol and me, I don't want to make a whole bunch. Next, I have some spinach. I'm just going to put a handful of fresh spinach in here. All right, it's a big handful. What can I tell you? Maybe a little bit more. This will wilt down. Neil Grace is watching from the San Francisco Bay Area. Hello to Neil. So we're getting a good base here, okay? We're coating all of that. My next thing is I'm going to use some vegetable broth. The actual cooking time for this, and I'm adding 4 cups of vegetable broth. This is 1 quart. Now, if you are not good in math, you might think that 4 cups of broth are 4 quarts. If you do that, you will be having soup until next Christmas. You don't want to necessarily do that. Okay. And we're going to turn the heat up a little bit. And now's the time. Oh, I forgot this. Isn't this cute? We're on this. This is a yellow gooseneck squash. You see the little curve in it. So I'm going to cut the top off and just chop it up here. And as you can see, everything is natural. It's vegan. It's kosher. I'm almost sure all the vegetables are kosher that we've been using. Okay. Let's throw that into the pot and keep this at high now. All right. We're going to throw in at this point 15 ounces of, actually this is 28 ounces of crushed tomato. And that'll color our soup and give it a real nice flavor too. It's looking good. Smells good already.
San Francisco Grace's love mark. Jackie Grace.
Thank you. I have a cup here of pasta. This pasta is from Italy. It's Calavita, okay? And it's a good quality pasta, and I'm going to use that. Now, if you don't like gluten, you can use a gluten-free pasta. We've used a couple here on the show, and they're very good. But I had this available, and I thought I would use it. All right, I'm going to throw that in. I'm using just a cup. One of the great things about this recipe is you can use mushrooms, you can use onions, you can use more or less garlic, and you can put whatever you want into it, okay? This is a bay leaf. Let's come back here. Let's show this. We got that close? This is, it's a bay leaf. It's very pungent. It's actually a dried laurel leaf, okay? And it's used extensively worldwide in a variety of cuisines. This is a mixture of thyme, red crushed pepper, and oregano. Now, you can buy powdered oregano, powdered thyme. I recommend using leaf spices, okay? They just taste better. And besides, if you put in powdered oregano, you're going to turn your soup into what looks like mud. All right, let's do this. And we'll stir it up. And as I said, some people put tomatoes in it, crushed tomatoes. Some people put mushrooms. You can put potatoes in it. This is a chance to be very, very experimental. Now we have some red wine. So we're going to add a splash of red wine, and we're just about done. All we have to do now is let it simmer. I think I put everything in. Let's check. Because a couple of weeks ago I was making something and I forgot to put in an ingredient. And I found it later. We don't want to do that. Yep, I got everything in. So now is the time for me to talk about this. This is growing old sucks. You know, as we get into the new year and we think about growing older, as we think about what life has in store for us, I mean, with COVID and everything that's going on in the world today, this is a book that'll help you because it teaches you how to age with attitude. Remember the movie where the news anchor says, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore"? Well, God darn it, I'm not going to take it anymore, neither should you. This is a chance, this is a roadmap for you. I almost cussed, didn't I? Oh my. One of the things that this book is all about, not only do I like my own cooking, I laugh at my own jokes. It's a terrible thing. This book really can help you get off the couch. So many people hit a certain age. Some people hit 40, some people hit 50, some people hit 80, and they say, I'm done. You're not done. What you need to do is learn new things. And that's what I'm doing here on Mark Allen Cooks Your Dinner. Okay? All you need is a bunch of vegetables. You throw them into the pot with some seasoning. Wow, you got dinner. This is a one-stop dinner, one bowl. And all you need to top it is a piece of crusty bread. And it'll be terrific. Okay? I know it will be. Now this is not going to be as thick as I would normally like. So we're going to need to let it boil down. But in the next day, I will post a picture of the finished soup, and I am going to add some Parmesan cheese. Should we go back and look at what's happening? Okay, let's look. It's just sitting there. But it does smell good. This is a 8-quart pot, and I think I've got about 6 quarts of soup. And we'll let it boil down to about half. So it'll be about 3 to 4 quarts of soup. And it should thicken up a little bit. And it is getting hot. All right, it's time to, let me do a little taste. All right, I have to be careful because I don't want to burn myself. I'm a big baby. It's going to taste really nice. Yeah, no, it's going to be really, really quite lovely. It's an easy recipe. I did this in about, 15 minutes? I did a little prep, but I think that it's an easy thing to do. By the way, we have a new YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, just type in Mark Allen Cooks, and you'll pop up on our new site that has all of our videos that we are producing and creating for you. Okay, we would appreciate it if you would do a couple of things for us. Okay, one, like us. Two, share this with your friends. Okay, you must know somebody who's never even been in their kitchen. Okay, find them, let them know that this is really easy stuff. I can't resist. I got to go back. And by the way, you can use any cab or almost any red wine will go with this. I think it's a nice wine. It's a little sharp, but it'll mellow out. And it's common phenomena. It's an interesting wine. I tried to find their website. They didn't have one. I don't know why. At least I couldn't find it. Maybe you can. Let us know. Okay. It's starting to boil. It's a low boil. It's going to need about 30 minutes to be soup, okay, to be dinner. So dinner will be ready for us around 7 o'clock tonight. As the weather cools down and has gotten cold throughout the country, this is a perfect dinner for you. It's healthy, it's vegan, it's kosher, halal. There's nothing in it that isn't wholesome and really terrific. And I think you'll enjoy it. It's Mark Allen's Easy Italian Soup. Well, I guess that wraps up this edition of Mark Allen Cooks Your Dinner. We hope you like our new look, our fancy kitchen. Well, it's the same kitchen. I want to thank Carol for helping out. We've upgraded Carol from camera person to technical director. So she is pushing buttons and keeping us on track. All right? Carol, anything else that you want to say? And she said, no. No. I know. Somebody else asked me who cleans up. I just wanted to say that. Carol cleans up. I'm not allowed to clean up. I'm not a very good cleaner-upper, but I'm a better cooker than I'm a cleaner-upper. I'm Mark Allen. I thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening. Try this recipe. I think you'll like it very much. Let us know what you think of the show. Let us know what you think of our new look here at Mark Allen Cooks Your Dinner. We'll be back next week. And I want to thank again the people at Wild Planet, they sent me a lot of product because I mentioned I love their tuna fish, and I really like their sardines. And so, and they haven't paid me for this. I just want you to know that they did give me some product, and I wanted to be open and transparent about that. But this is really good. In fact, I'm going to be talking with their CEO in the next day or so, and we're going to try to we're going to do an interview with him, and maybe we'll do some more tuna recipes and sardine recipes too. Another stinky sandwich with radishes. Oh, that would work. Anyway, I'm Mark Allen. Have a great evening, everybody. Stay safe. Wear your mask. I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.